And again, that produced a little bit of movement off the pitch. There's been a wicket down here today, which I think has favoured the medium pacer rather more than the quicker type of bowlers. He straight down the leg side for the first time, and he thought he got away with it. Little flick by Gould, straight into the hands of Jim Love behind. So another really deserving wicket for Steve Oldham. He's pegged away on a length, he's bowled exceedingly well, and that gives him his third wicket of the day.
You see, he's bowled a very good over so far, Ian Gould, and he was getting a little bit desperate, and he just flipped it round the corner. A little bit unlucky, a yard either way, and it'd have been 4 runs probably. But that, I should think, should be the end for Sussex. I don't think they've got enough power to come in now, unless LaRue has a real go and slogs 30 or 40 very quickly. I don't think the other batsmen now have got the capability to win the game.
Reeve, the new batsman, in at number 9. Only leaves Waller and Pygott to come in, and Tony Pygott missed most of this match, retired with a damaged back. So he'll bat at number 11, one imagines, if required. Change of pace there from Oldham, but Reeve timed it quite nicely, gets off the mark with a single. Oh, big Garth LaRue eyeing this leg side boundary. It's a little shorter, batting up at that top end. Already seen several soaring sixes disappear there over the boards. But a sensible decision there to push the one, because he'll keep the strike, and that's important for Sussex now. Surely be a deserved applause when the figures of Steve Oldham are announced. 11 overs, 3 for 24, an excellent spell there. Fairly strong Yorkshire following down here at Hove today, responding to those figures. So 95 wanted by Sussex, 11 overs remaining, 8.63 runs per over.
And that's been a particularly fine spell from Steve Oldham. I don't think he's bowled a bad ball in his 11 overs. There were certain doubters when he was coming back to the county, but in every game he's played this season, he's never let them down, and on 3 or 4 occasions he's easily been the best bowler. Good line again, just around the outside the off stump. I suppose really the batsman could have said he could have left it because it was a good foot outside, but it just kept on going on the line and gave a very comfortable catch to the wicketkeeper. But really, Smith a bit disappointed in that. He really could have left that.
Yes, good length ball, but perfectly straight. So it's 11 for 1. The little hero.
From his run in, and delivery style looks as though he's been watching Chris Old, as indeed he has over the years. Old is now in the opposition today. Yorkshire's bowling strength for this semi-final consists of Oldham, who's bowling at the moment, and then Stuart Fletcher. Stevenson is there to bowl medium pace, and Sidebottom has already been on. The fifth bowler might be Moxon, as was the case down at Hove in the quarter-final. Could be Boycott, or it could be Phil Carrick.
Well, there's no doubt as to which of the Warwickshire side will do the bowling there. They've settled into a pretty good unit, and it's a nicely balanced one with Bob Willis and Gladstone Small to take the new ball. Chris Old, well known on this ground, obviously. Anton Ferreira, who's having a very good year, and then Norman Gifford, and there's a wealth of experience in that quintet. If anything does go wrong, then young Paul Smith would be the sixth.
There are two men behind square on the offside for that cut shot played by Kallicharran. Boycott and Sidebottom. Sidebottom the finer one of the two. And for the right-hander, Boycott comes in just near the square leg umpire, Don Oslier. Steve Oldham from the Kirkstall Lane end. Fletcher's down at long leg. pitch for this match is well over to the left-hand side of the ground as we look at it from here. Sharp as the fielder. Just out of Moxon's reach. Not much in it. Walker saves. Dyer collects 3 runs.
Robin Dyer's just starting to get a bit fretful there. Too much bottom hand in it, and it's a marvellous attempt there by Moxon at mid-wicket. Robin Dyer, a very correct player, but he's one of the raised bat disciples. It's up in the air as the bowler comes into bowl, and quite what that does for the rhythm of his batting, I don't know, but he thinks it helps, and he makes it work.
Very good throwing arm, Stuart Fletcher. I saw him bowl at Tunbridge Wells recently. Also shared a decent last wicket partnership down there. But his main forte is medium pace bowling. Nice timing. Very little effort there. But the ball is just racing away.
Well, Calichuran's just beginning to tick nicely now for Warwickshire. A lovely shot. All timing, no strength or power in that shot at all.
Facing Steve Oldham.
Yes, I think he was looking to hit that to mid-wicket, and it wasn't quite the right place. He tried to half-stop his shot, got an outside edge, and a very good catch, in fact, because you're following through. It's not always the easiest thing in the world just to slightly change direction, and he caught this at absolutely full stretch in his left hand. A very good catch.
This is a nice replay coming up here.
Yeah, and you could see how he started to go
Lovely.
across it, and then he just tried to check it.
54, caught and bowled Oldham. 2 down for 124 after 31 overs and 1 ball, which was fair going. 8 wickets.
So still 9 to win, but only 4 balls left. So it's going to need something of a miracle now for Yorkshire to go on to the final. Some compensation for them in the massive gate here today. Willis to Oldham. Amos flopping on it. It's just sharpened up the old knee. So a couple of forced nicks past the wicketkeeper really is what they're looking for. Can Philip Carrick work a wonder here? Well, that's what it needs now. 2 boundaries, only 2 balls left. 7 wanted. In the old days, of course, I think the whole team would have been back on the boundary, but since the new rule came into being 3 or 4 years ago, 4 inside that circle the whole time. Oldham to face, Willis to bowl. There's a noble effort by Steve Oldham. As they say, 6 or bust. 1 ball to go. It's hardly likely they'll run 5 on this ground. I rather think this might be a ball of pretty full length. So the last ball of the day. Willis to Oldham. He's appealed for LBW. Nobody's very interested. They've all gone. So still 5 runs short. So it really means that Warwickshire have scrambled through by a narrow margin of 4 runs. 272 for 8 on the board. So quick look through the day's activities here. Warwickshire put into bat this morning by Bairstow. Sidebottom taking an early wicket. Dyer playing well for his 54. Alvin Kelly-Cherana sparkling in his there of 85. Amos also in good form for a 44, and Humpage laid about it towards the end. So Yorkshire needing to score at a little over 5 and over. Haven't just quite made it, but been a great game. Good 50 from Moxon. Kevin Sharp, the innings of the day for Yorkshire, 83. Bairstow, 39. Stevenson, 36. Willis picking up 1 or 2 pretty useful wickets at the end. So there we are. Highlights on BBC 2 tonight at 11:25.
Yes, you think that's well outside off stump. But so far, it's a good over from Stevenson.
I think Stevenson's just excited because he's got one to move, because Dyer's clearly outside the line there.
Still 5 men inside that restrictive field circle out there. Dyer's having problems now. Carrick bowled him a maiden. Stevenson has beaten him 3 times, twice past the outside edge and once on the break back to hit the pad. This is the time when frustration comes in. Batsman is forced to try and score in some other way and perhaps does something silly.
This completes a splendid over from Stevenson, and it just shows really the tangle that Robin Dyer's getting into at the moment. He's looking to play across a fairly straight one there. Clearly Don Osley has decided it's leg stump-ish and has given him the benefit, but you can look at Dyer's position 2 ways really. He ought to be content that Kallicharran is ticking it over at the other end, and yet the other way around, Kallicharran just might be a little too anxious to press on with the scoring, with runs only coming from one end.
.82 for 1 from 22.3. It's been 2-3 good overs for Yorkshire, just in the last 10 minutes or so. Now Carrick pushing his mid-on way back, perhaps to allow the single.